Hello, dear students. Coming to the last part of the part 3 of the glass enamel cement, which will cover all the modified forms of the glass enamel cement. So, the modifications of the glass enamel cement are done to improve its strength, to improve the fracture resistance of the glass enamel cement, conventional glass enamel cement, and to modify the abrasion resistance, to reduce the abrasion resistance. So mainly, there are two ways of modifications are there. First one is a metal powder or the resin fibers are added in the conventional glass enamel cement to improve its property. So if the metal powders are added, it is known as a metal modified GIC. And if the resin fibers are added, it is known as a resin modified glass enamel cement. The resin modified glass enamel cements are also known as a resin ionomer, compomers, composite resin plus ionomer, that is a compomer, and the hybrid ionomer. The dual cure, there is availability of dual cure GIC, tri-cure GIC. That is a dual cure means it is having both curing property, that is a light curing and the chemical curing, and the tri-curing is a combination of all the three types. That is the glass enamel will be set by the chemical reaction. The GI, the composite is of two types both, that is a light cure and the chemical cure. So there is a tri-cure GIC. And the third modification is high fluoride containing auto-cure GIC. And the last modification is GIC for a traumatic restorative therapy. So these are the different modifications are there for the glass enamel cement. We will first see the metal modified glass enamel cement to improve the mechanical properties of the glass enamel cement so that it can be used in posterior teeth. Metal filler particles, that is silver alloy, is added in the conventional GIC. Means to improve the mechanical properties, the metal filler particles, the spherical silver alloy is added in the conventional GIC to improve the mechanical property. So that's why it is known as a silver alloy admix or a miracle mix. And the second is a cermit. Now, what is the both we will see in detail. Now in silver alloy admix, in miracle mix, it is developed by Siemens in 1983 and it is achieved by adding the spherical alloy particles in the proportion of 8 parts cement powder to 1 part of the alloy by volume. So this is the composition part and it is mixed to a suitable consistency with the polyacrylic acid, means the liquid will remain the same. There is no mercury is added and it is added in the ratio of approximately 3:2 by the weight. Means the spherical powder particles of alloy, silver alloy will be added in 1 part into the 8 part of the cement powder, and then this whole powder is divided, is used in a 3:2 proportion, means 3 part of the this powder and the 2 part of the polyacrylic acid. Now these properties are inferior because the properties are little bit, the miracle mix properties are inferior to the dental amalgam because here the glass enamel is added. That's why the properties, you will not get the properties of similar to the dental amalgam. The problem is here that the silver tin alloy particles did not adhere strongly into the matrix that we have seen in the setting reaction of the glass enamel cement, but it acts as a filler to improve the mechanical properties of the glass enamel cement slightly because it is not adhering strongly into the matrix of the glass enamel cement. Okay, so this is here about miracle mix. So what are the uses of this? It is used as a core build-up material for the patient who was having a high caries incidences. And the drawback of this miracle mix is poor aesthetic because, yes, of course, because of the addition of the silver alloy, the color becomes changed. It is not remain tooth colored as we have seen in the glass enamel cement. The inferior mechanical properties, when we compare with the amalgam, we will not get the similar properties of the amalgam as in the miracle mix. Low average, the abrasion resistance is also low in this miracle mix. Now, what about the cermit, the second metal modified form of the this cement? That is the first one that we have seen was a miracle mix or a silver alloy mix, and the second is a cermit or a glass cermit. Now, what is the difference between these two? It was first introduced by the McLean and Gasser in 1985, and this is made by fusing the glass powder to the silver metal powder through high temperature sintering. Means during the manufacturing process only, The glass powder glass powder with the silver metal powder is sintered at a high temperature. So the pellet that is formed is then ground into the fine particles, which is known as a cermet. Now, in the manufacturing process of the miracle mix, it is just two separate powder of GIC powder and the silver alloy powder. It is mixed. Means it was already the powders were ready and we have just mixed it. But here the whole powder is manufactured by combining the silver, the glass powder. It is fused at the sintering temperature, and then the one pellet is formed, and then it is grinded. It is ground into the fine particles. That is known as cermet. Means it is made by the sintering process, and this miracle mix was not made by the sintering process. So this is the biggest difference between the cermet and the miracle mix. So the composition here, the powder contains mixture of glass and silver of equal volume, and tin oxide, that is a whitening agent, is used to improve the aesthetics. The liquid contains aqueous solution of copolymer of acrylic acid and malic acid and tartaric acid. The static reaction for the cermet is identical to the other glass ionomer. Means the setting reaction will be similar to the glass ionomer cement. It is available in a disposable capsule containing glass metal powder with a dry polyacrylic acid, and then while manipulation you will have to mix it with the distilled water. The uses are, it is the ideal material for the pore build-up material, restoration of the deciduous teeth, and lining under the composite resin for the chemical bonding. The advantages is excellent biocompatible, anti-kerogenic. The compressive strength is quite high. The tensile strength is still less, but there is a abrasion resistance property is improved in this case. It is chemically adhering, and it is having a shorter setting time than conventional GICs. So it is good for the patient. Low thermal conductivity. The coefficient of thermal expansion is similar to the tooth structure. Now, the disadvantages is low fracture resistance due to the brittleness, more opacity, poor aesthetics because of the silver is added here. So, what is the biggest difference between the miracle mix and the cermet? Now, the miracle mix of the silver alloy admix is less stronger than cermet because it is not made by the sintering process. The fluoride get trapped between the glass particles and silver during the sintering, so that fluoride release is not, it doesn't release so easily from the restoration in the cermet. That's why you will get a less anti-kerogenic property in the cermet as compared to the miracle mix. Now, this is the two differences between the miracle mix and the cermet that you should remember if somebody asks you. Now, the second modified form is the resin modified glass ionomer cement. Resin means it is similar that your composite resin, so it is added in the glass GIC powder. So this is more commonly popular with the name of compomer. Compomer, that is the compo is the word taken from the composite, and mer is the glass ionomer. Now the conventional and metal modified GICs, they are moisture sensitive. Means in the metal modified form we are more thought about the strength, but what about the moisture sensitivity? Okay, so in resin modified, this care has been taken here because both the conventional GICs and the metal modified GICs are moisture sensitive. So compomer is achieved by addition of the polymerizable resin and photoinitiator to the conventional GICs. Means the components of the composite resins are added here for the glass ionomer cement powder. So these are also known as the resin ionomer, that is a resinomer or light cure GIC or hybrid ionomer, and dual cure or tri-cure GICs. Now compomer is, as I said, it is derived from the letter compo, that is a composite resin compo, and the glass ionomer, that is a mer, is from the glass ionomer. Now let us see. The compomer combines some of the chemical and mechanical properties of the composite resin and the ion leachable glass glass particle of GICs. Means here both the properties of the composite resin, the chemical properties and mechanical properties will get here, and the ion leachable glass particles properties of the glass ionomer cement. What are the advantages of this resin modified? You will get a shorter setting time. This results in the cement being the less susceptible to the water loss or gain. Then rapid setting results in a better initial color stability, improved mechanical properties than the glass ionomer cement, improved VA resistance as compared to the conventional GICs, and more aesthetic due to improved translucency. Means here you will get the aesthetic property of the composite resins also. So it is again improved. And the disadvantage is it is a less fluoride release. Now, what are the uses? It can be used as a liner under the composite resin. It is very good core build-up material. It can be used as a fissure sealant, and it can be used as a base material. It can be also used as a cementation for the orthodontic back. Cementation for the zirconia crowns can be also be done with the resin modified GICs. Now, in this dual cure and the tri-cure GICs, if you are not understood, what I said in it is available in a dual cure or a tri-cure form. So in dual cure glass ionomers, the material will be set by the acid-base reaction of the GIC, and the light activated polymerization reactions will be, there will be two reactions occurring. One reaction is of glass ionomer and another reaction is of the light activated composite resin. Now in a tri-cure glass ionomer, in addition to these two reactions, that is acid-base reaction, that is the reaction of the glass ionomer. Now in light cure, you will be getting a polymerization reaction of the two types. One is occurring by the chemical curing of the glass of your light cure of your composite resin, and the light cure polymerization occur again of the composite resin. Means if you are giving a bulk placement restoration, so some part of the composite resin which is chemically cured type of the composite, that will be cured in the bulk portion. Means you will have to put a chemical cure composite resin, and then in the increment where you have to do the increment wise the restorations, you will be using a light cure type of the glass ionomer cement. So this is all about our all the modified forms of the glass ionomer cement. These are the references that I have taken. And the expected questions are: write in details the composition, role of ingredients, setting reaction, factors affecting the setting of GIC, types of GIC, manipulation, modified glass ionomer cement, ceramic, metal modified GIC, advantages and disadvantages of GIC. So this is all about of our glass ionomer cement. So thank you so much.